Ever heard of glucose oxidase?
Glucose oxidase.
Yeah, glucose oxidase.
Rings a bell, vaguely, from like biology class, maybe.
Exactly. Well, sorta. It's one of those things that's quietly making our lives better in ways we don't even realize, which is what we are diving deep on today.
Sounds intriguing. I'm all ears.
So, to kick things off, glucose oxidase is an enzyme. And not just any enzyme, it's a total sugar buster.
Right. Enzymes are basically these tiny biological catalysts that speed up reactions in living things. Like, think of them as the little helpers in a busy kitchen, chopping, mixing, making things happen faster.
Exactly. Like how our own bodies break down food. Except glucose oxidase is a specialist, right?
What's fascinating about glucose oxidase is its specificity and efficiency. It's not just breaking down any sugar, it's laser focused on glucose, a fundamental energy source for many organisms.
Okay, so it breaks down glucose, but where do we find this enzyme? In like a lab somewhere?
Actually, you might be surprised to learn that it's found naturally in some fungi and insects.
Wait, really? Fungi and bugs are packing this super useful enzyme.
Yeah, they produce it naturally as a way to regulate their own sugar levels.
And we humans thought we were so clever. So how did we go from, like, discovering this enzyme in fungi to actually using it?
It's a testament to scientific ingenuity. See, researchers were able to isolate and produce this enzyme on a larger scale, which is when its practical applications became really apparent.
And one of the biggest applications has to be in diabetes care, right? I mean, that's huge.
Absolutely. For decades, managing diabetes meant painful finger pricks and constant vigilance. But glucose oxidase changed the game. Remember how we were saying it breaks down glucose?
Into gluconic acid and hydrogen peroxide.
Exactly. And by measuring the amount of hydrogen peroxide produced, we can determine the concentration of glucose in a blood sample.
Wow, that's so simple yet so clever.
It's the principle behind many glucose meters used today.
So next time I see someone checking their blood sugar, I'll be secretly thanking some fungi and insects.
Yeah.
But hold on, we're not done, are we? I heard it's also in our food.
You're right, and this is where it gets even more interesting. Remember that hydrogen peroxide byproduct we talked about?
Yeah.
It's not just a waste product, it's a powerful antimicrobial agent.
Antimicrobial, you mean like it kills bacteria?
Precisely. It works by inhibiting the growth of bacteria, which are often responsible for food spoilage. So by adding glucose oxidase to packaged foods like bread, snacks, and even beer.
It keeps them fresh longer. That's brilliant. No wonder those potato chips stay so crunchy.
Exactly. It extends their shelf life and reduces food waste. It's a win-win.
Okay, this is blowing my mind. We've gone from sugary treats to life-saving tech and now food preservation. What else can this enzyme do?
Well, there's a lot of buzz, and rightly so, about biosensors. These are devices that can detect and measure specific substances like glucose in real time.
So like a continuous glucose monitor for people with diabetes.
Exactly. But it's not just glucose. Imagine a future where we can monitor a whole range of things, from toxins in the environment to early signs of disease, all thanks to biosensors. And guess what plays a crucial role in many of these biosensors?
Glucose oxidase.
You got it. It acts like a molecular switch, generating a signal when it encounters the specific molecule it's designed to detect. This signal is then picked up and interpreted by the sensor, giving us valuable information.
That is some serious next-level science. Honestly, who knew something so small like this enzyme could have such a huge impact on our lives? Next time I grab a bag of chips, or hypothetically, of course, check my blood sugar, I'll definitely be thinking about the mighty glucose oxidase quietly working its magic.
It really makes you appreciate the power of scientific discovery, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It makes you wonder, what other hidden wonders are out there just waiting to be discovered and put to good use? And that's our deep dive for today.